Alright, guys, so this is Pablo J Ruiz Vargas with my episode number 77 from the P Alpha Music Podcast. Um, the topics for today is going to be why getting rid of negative people is good. I'm going to touch on a couple points where, like always, I'm going to mention those points and then I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into those points. And make sure that you're listening to the podcast on YouTube, make sure that you like and subscribe. If you're listening and through my podcast hoster, which is Anchor.fm, make sure that you share my content, right? And make sure that you give some support as well. So why getting rid of negative people is good? Negative people are like a leash, right? You just stick into your skin and just suck everything. Okay, negative people are individuals that they just get fed from that negative energy, and everyone that has not a negative energy, let me take that back, they just suck your positivity out of your life. Okay, because they don't have positivity on them. So what they do is they just put you in a position where you as a good person, right, has been sucked in by a leash, which is a negative person. And I'm doing that reference because it's the closest thing I can think of. Negative people being these type of individuals where they just, for some reason, like to just take good people down. And what's the reason of that? Because low self-esteem, right? The reason they can just be up top of you is if they can put you down. And there's hundreds of ways where people can take you down, right? Because it's harder for you to improve in yourself and just move a little bit higher into the ladder. But that's why they do it. Okay? And we all have these kind of people in our life. Friends, people that are in your town, right? Family, a lot of family members, and you know what I'm talking about. A lot of family members where they simply think that they can just take advantage of the other side of the family, and then if you're a person that what you want to strive in life, they want to pull you down because you don't know nothing, right? You're just a little kid in their lives, right? There's a lot of factors that go into negative people, and I'm gonna touch on a couple points, and you guys might feel identified with some of those points. Let's go with the first one. Negative people are draining. Okay? Negative people are draining. Have you noticed when a negative people is coming right on you, they start just talking about negativity all the time? You feel drained. You become all of a sudden a wet pillow, what I call a wet pillow. People come to your life and they start just talking about their life, about the lament. I hate this, I hate that, and you just listen there. Now, what you don't notice is that that person is using you to just drain all that energy from you. All of a sudden, after that person just threw all that negativity on you, you feel heavy. You feel like you cannot move. You feel slow. The reason why is that person that brought all that negativity to your life, right? Now you're in a situation where that is just part of your family. That is part of you, not family. That's part of you. If you have family, that will be part of your family, because that energy will be transferred. If you're working and the people that are working with you are negative, they are gonna put that on you, and then you're gonna put that on your family. Now it's starting to make sense. That's what I'm getting. Negativity on people, right, will leach your life out of you. Okay, so make sure if you're dealing with negative people that they're not draining you. Deal with them, right, and put it into the side and keep moving forward. Okay. All right. Next one. The next one is negative people do not have your best interests in mind. Okay. And this come with the fact that they're already in a negative state of mind. Okay, so already the point of initiation or the starting point is coming from a bad side. Okay, negative people will try their best to pull you down. Negative people will talk bad about you in your back. Negative people will create drama when it's not even a good drama. Negative people are addicted to negative energy. They're addicted to bad situations. They're addicted to bad behavior in your social circle. They just feed themselves with that. Okay? That's why they don't have your best interests. If I have your best interests, why should I just harm you? Think about it. Okay? Think about it. Why should I just harm you if I have my best interests on you? Isn't that funny? Exactly. If I have the best interest on you, I will move you up. Instead of put you down, I will increase my skills and my ability to be better. And that way, if I'm above you, you can just increase your skills and move up at the same time. So we're moving up at the same time. When you have ideas, they're the first one telling you, man, that idea sucks. Do not go with that. No, you're never going to make this thing happen. You're never going to do things. You're never going to be good in this. You're never going to do anything. Okay? And most importantly, if those negativity behaviors are attached with bad mindset, you could be close to people that can steal you. They can harm you physically, mentally. So that's why negative people never have the best interest on you. Okay, negative people do not have your best interest. Keep that in mind. Next one. Negative friends do not want you to be successful, and I touched this a little bit earlier. And I talk with my woman all the time about this, how so-called friends, they don't have the best interest on you, and the reason not interest in you, but in regarding your success. If you're successful, that means, right, that for them, all those dreams that they have in mind, right, was always a possibility, but they never wanted to achieve those dreams in the first place. That's why they always put you down. If friends are not helping you to achieve those dreams, they're not friends, right? They're just crap in the bucket. Okay? Next time that you're hanging out with people, next time that you're hanging out with your so-called friends, think about this. Think about every time that you have this conversation about your dreams, about your legacy, about your goals, and listen for what they're saying. Listen. Are they making sure that they help you to achieve those dreams, or they're those kind of friends that they're like, man, you're never gonna make that happen. Yo, you live in this side of the country where nobody is gonna know anything about you. You live here, you live there. No, you're from Africa. Whatever. Okay? If you have those kind of friends and they're always trying to downplay you with bad behavior, they're trying to just put you down, they're drinking, they're using drugs. Oh, that's another one. If you're with friends that are just drinking drugs and all that stuff, you're out. If you're using drugs, if you're drinking a lot, you're doing a lot of stuff, okay? Check out your circle of friends. Are they drinking as well? Exactly. How is this saying? They say, birds of the feather flock together. Exactly. The 5 people that are around you, right, will determine your behavior and your future, and especially your money. So make sure that people that you're be surrounded are people that are good caliber and can help you out. If that's not the case, they're probably gonna put you down and they're not gonna make you successful. Next one. I think it's misery loves company. Interesting one. Trauma bonding. People that are friends because they told each other who has the worst trauma in their life. Okay? That means that the best victim that can be out of this conversation win the context, I guess, right? About everything is a misery, everything is bad, everything, but life doesn't play fair. Life doesn't, all these things, and all of a sudden you just listen to all this stuff, and you're like, you know what? I guess it's just the same for me, right? Life is misery, I guess. So let me just take it as it is. Or the trauma bonding. You see your friend, a so-called friend, talking about, when I was little, I was older, or when I had my girl, non-girl, my dog, whatever, it was bad, it was this and that. All of a sudden you become this wet pillow that it's just attracting people. They're just crying about their misery and their trauma. And all of a sudden this person just attaching all this stuff, right? And you're this little wet pillow. Have you ever tried to just sleep in a wet pillow? Oh, you liked it? Exactly, you didn't like it. That's why being a wet pillow is the worst thing you can do. Trauma bonding, worst. Because that means the connection between two people was made because of trauma. It was not even because something good happened. It was a trauma. Therefore, everything is related to being a victim. So every time that you're a victim of life, you're getting down and lower, especially with your self-esteem. Self-esteem happens when you make sure that you go through the walls of life, okay? And you manage to always find a solution. That is confidence. That's self-esteem. Now, victimhood and low self-esteem happens when you're always in the state of victimhood. You want to cry, you want to whine about things, all that stuff. Especially when you are with friends like that, trauma bonding. They're all crying and whining about life and everything. And the problem is that doesn't get you into a better place in the first place. Make sure that you're trauma bonding. Make sure that you're not in a mercy love company, or misery love company, or trauma bonding company. The more you stick with these kind of companies, right, you will be in a harder spot to move forward, because whatever we become today, right, and tomorrow, right, will be stronger and more attached to that thing that we did in the present in the future. Okay, if you eat bad stuff today and tomorrow, right, today and tomorrow, think about the fact that you're doing now for the next couple of days. That's you. If you eat this stuff that is trash, it's garbage, you tomorrow will be garbage. So today is when you start taking action to have a good energy and not surround yourself with bad people. Next one. Your potential to be great is at risk. Your potential to be great is at risk. Why? Why? For the simple fact, you cannot be great in a hole, in a deeper hole. You cannot be great there. Money, and I'm not counting money, because money is not consequential as a result of success. No. You can be a billionaire and be a failure. Let me explain why. Think about your favorite artists in the last 10 years, right? And all those artists and musicians, they just killed themselves. They have the money in the world, but they killed themselves, right? The reason was because they were not happy, and they might have very bad influence and people telling them what to do and things that they didn't want to do in the first place. So they have all this bad energy just built into them. So they try to just escape using other things like drugs, alcohol. They might find themselves alone, so they will just go and buy prostitutes, stuff like that. So they are in a deeper hole, right? So their potential to be greater got synced in because all that bad energy, right, covered them and created a facade of something was not real. Okay. Now he had the potential to show that legacy to the world. And when I say legacy, it's sharing your knowledge with other people. The problem is that you, in the first place, were just surrounded with bad people. They didn't want to help you out. They hate you in the first place, right? But you didn't even notice, right? All of a sudden, you're back at the line. Back at the line. So what is that? It means that because you were in the back in the line, right? You needed to start over. But what happened? Yeah, now you're not 25. You're not 21. You're 55. You're 51 or 49. Bad place to start over. All of a sudden you feel like, damn, I'm in this hole. Maybe the best solution is you know, to finish it. Just to finish what we started. And boom, that's what happened. So your potential got destroyed, but it's all negative people. And it was always there, your potential, but it was always a risk because the people that was surrounded by you never had your best intentions. Look, I'm not saying, right? I'm not saying that you should just get rid of people like that from once. No. Slowly. Everything requires momentum. Okay? Everything requires a timing. Right? I had to do mine. I had to just get rid of a lot of things. Friends, so-called friends, families, and really start over. Because inside even my family, right, there's a lot of negativity, right? So I have to just cut it off. And I still love them. I still do. But at the same time, I have my own family. My family deserves the best from me. And that's the closest thing I can do. Take action to become a better man. Taking action. And the same thing with friends. And you will notice that 100% from the people that you meet, probably like a 1% of quality people. And they can always stick with you. And the more you start moving in the ladder, that becomes a small sample. And the reason it is because working in yourself and having a lot of good behavior is a hard thing, because the world itself is negative, right? And it does have very small portions of positivity, but you can make it positive in your own world, in your own apartment, your own home, making sure that your family is happy, making sure you're happy. I'm happy. Those that are surrounding me will be happy. I'll be the one portraying that. Now, because I'm becoming more aware of this kind of behaviors and people, I know as soon as I just notice behaviors from a person that are negative, I cut ties very quick. Very quick, not thinking about it too much. I just cut the ties. Why, Pablo? You don't want to invest emotions and time in things that doesn't matter. Okay? This is only one life. You want to invest it in good people. Okay? And this is something that we have to learn, because we all want to be attached to negativity. Right? For some reason, it's weird. It's like negative emotions is something that is just addicted, right? Don't be addicted to this kind of things, right? There's nothing different from being addicted to negative people to drugs, right? Both of them has their due dates, and your due dates are all those great things that you wanted to do in the past. You're not going to be able to do it. Why? because all your potentials were a risk from the beginning, and you never managed to take care of business. This was episode number 77 from the P Alpha Music. Why getting rid of negative people is good? It's good because it makes sure that you always close to your better life. Take your life very seriously and take your life to a better place. This is your host, Pablo J Ruiz Vargas. I'm out.